Plenty thank you to Yone being to Sudan Sise. We bring the news summary of Tindem with the happen in the world. The program is still listening to now we on Salone and the country from Radio 96.3 FM. 10 minutes after 6, now the time from the studio clock, and we get inside the studio. Also, Dadida Jalo, we now the spokesperson, now the office of the First Lady, as a day with we inside the studio today for can't talk about the proposed prohibition of early child marriage. Also, welcome inside the program.
Yes, Masa, good evening and good evening to Famble who they listen.
That's not the voice, so we get inside the studio today. We now we guest, we now also Dadida Jalo as he comes to the office of the First Lady, and they expect inside the studio Joy Precious by our way the contest for be assistant treasurer now the Bar Association election will go be in time May. The program is still a listen to now we on Salone and the country from Rise Radio 96.3 FM, and we they bring the program come today to you. My name is Namasa Nyanga.
And Mina Musa Baisise, we start with these updates from the Ministry of Civic and Information and Civic Education as the Deputy Minister for the Ministry, Wina Bokari Aziz Bao, don't give updates, but things that will happen in the government over the week. He give the updates where he be talk now the weekly government press briefing, now the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, then conference room, Natawail inside Freetown. Now listen to these updates.
On the 16th of April, we suicide the Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Dr. Abbas Chelpabundu. He tells the presidency, he don't tire. He want to go blow. For most of we did study about Dr. Abbas Chelpabundu the past, a subject called civics. Very fortunate for which subject and all the prominent people. So if you don't say Dr. Abbas Chelpabundu, they don't serve. It's all they read for them. He was the ECOWAS Secretary General right there. So from that time, the primary school on to the 16th, Dr. General Abbas Chelpabundu meet the president, Excellency, one retire. And the president accepts a retirement request, and which I went. I thank her very much for the leadership way to provide for the well of Parliament. Also, as the president they go around, they rebrand the image of our country. We also see Uzai, the president host, or the country host, a sub-regional conference. The president on the 17th, we go open the first Africa conference on autonomous weapon system at the International Conference. The conference in theme now peace and security aspects of autonomous weapon system and ECOWAS perspective on a path towards negotiation process of legally binding instruments. Now we don't see the kind of intelligence we don't do now. Somebody don't need for even take bomb and fire. Now what's going to do? If a bomb, he can hide himself now. We don't see that drone because a lot of problems now. Therefore, ECOWAS as a body, now we can look at those emerging innovations and prepare itself with respect to the challenges without for use waiting. So that conference, the very first conference, and we host that, and the president will open that conference. Which on the 18th, IMC put press release for we journalists. We are not registered it. IMC said for go register. Yeah. Journalists will not register it. IMC said for go register. Even when your license not expired, say for go renew the license. Yeah. Now again, we also see with Vice President go Senegal for go extend bilateral relationship to the newly elected President of Senegal. Our sister country, when the President is elected, what they look forward to, and for the sister or brother as a representative. In that vein, from the Senior Vice President, Dr. Mohamed Tuget Jalo, to Senegal and meet with the newly elected president. We'll see the Administrator and Registrar General, Madam Sati Sako, give a briefing on the collaboration between the office and the Ministry of Lands. Because over the years, you will get land, you get paper for it, of course you get paper for it. With a first bill, you will be one side, the other person will be the other side. One side the paper, and inside the other person the paper. So now, they try to regularize all those things. That the Ministry of Lands, they collaborate with Madam Sati to let minimize fraud and fraudulent transactions, especially in land administration. Federal Road Safety Authority will also put press release that there is a new negotiation in the price of license, driver's license, that we expect small shift in price as a result of inflation, according to the press release. That if you see the price of license go up, because at least for accommodate inflation.
But the updates from the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, excuse me, as the Deputy Minister, Yone Abdul Aziz Abawo, but they actually get update they but in the happen now government this PNC and the program they listen to now. We on Salone, they come to you from Riseradiosl 96.3 FM, and members they get a chance for always have the voice now the program by way I go message with through the number 077 963 963 077 963 963. Now the studio now we get Usu Dadida Jalo when I talk man for the office of the First Lady as then don't they push for get to then call early child marriage prohibition of early child marriage when I propose bill when they work on with the office of the First Lady. So also let's start forget a background as to what really counts this kind initiative or go about forget this kind bill. Yeah.
Thank you very much. First of all, we fumble with the listen, go understand, say, we talk about a bill for prohibit early child marriage and talk about a law we government go put for ensure, say, that's what they call early marriage no ever happen again as Salone. For pull and come out, finally, let it not be a practice anymore in this country. Because me and you go agree, say, for several years, over decades ago, before this time, Sierra Leone don't indulge, plenty Sierra Leoneans, them, especially in the provincial areas, don't indulge too much in that way they call early marriage. You go now some communities in Sierra Leone, in fact to some people, then they can say, na a practice way, way acceptable. They only look at the effect, how then they go affect girl picking. So for many communities and for many Sierra Leoneans, then because of plenty reasons, can tend for sending girl picking them at the age of 12, at the age of 13, 15, 16. Before they reach the age of 18, where you go able to get consent for himself, they send them off to marriages, early marriages. Because some can come up from teenage pregnancy. We picking a belly at the age of 14 or at the age of 12, 13, they say, well, let him marry the one time. And some in other cases, they say, well, before we begin, we don't pull Bobby so, let us send and marry us. But this now practice way over the years, for several years now, don't disturb the growth of girl picking them and don't pull dignity by Boku girl picking them. You can imagine picking with 13 years, 14, 15 years, then send and marry those for go married. Waiting that picking they able to do. You don't even contribute for get a better home. You know sabi book, you know sabi cook, you know sabi even take care of himself. Talk less of taking care of a 50 years old man or a 40 years old man and in body in any family. So this practice don't mourn win as Sierra Leone. It don't affect Kumbra them. I also have to bring your memory to one thing will be happening in this country where girl picking, then we get that to them called pekito. They say this is not pekito. Then thing they be happen, Now the trade-off stage down the way they send picking and married those. Somewhere they reach Beke, then say after Beke, now for married. And Sabele and go married. So all of these people be doing a salon without the awareness, say, it disturb the growth of the girl picking. And it not only disturb the growth of the picking, it also contributes to the negative things that will happen in a salon. Because we don't live in a country now where we don't see examples. Say if you give girl picking the space, the safe space for learning land book, letting go school and get education, you don't develop a nation. So the first lady of Sierra Leone, Dr. Fatima Madabio, as a victim of this problem, she say, right for the community of woman them or man them for the send them picking and marry those when not reach that stage there. Within every parent for think about, now for them picking go school, be better person tomorrow go take care of them. But if you send it picking at the age of 13, 14, 15 and marry those, care when go will take for you. It's like you don't sell it picking to slavery and you don't destroy in future.
So also how the office of the first lady, because as you can see, as you say now prohibition to early child marriage, we know say or we don't they see this not for the very first time. We can't strange to child married, more especially with provincial areas. Them we don't they see outside with people them don't they send out picking them into early child marriage. So how on a plan for do this kind of thing for make sure say if not eradicate themselves but minimize them?
Well, the first lady only look at ways for minimize them. Because if you say for minimize them, it means it also creates possibilities for them continue for happen. The first lady permanently want for eradicate what you call child marriage in our country.
Okay.
So there has been a proposed bill where the office of the first lady, in collaboration with the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs and the Ministry of Social Welfare, don't position for Parliament. Parliament na the legislative arm of government. Who side they make law, who side they do resolutions, they pass laws them way they for develop the country. And one of the law they way the first lady, the champion or pioneer, now for let them put a prohibition, let them put a law we fix say no parents, no matter the circumstance or the situation, not for give picking to early marriage, we no reach that stage there. And the first lady don't do this. Recently, we get a consultative meeting where the first lady behold inside Freetown Radiosl Blue last Friday, where you see state actors na Salone, where na policy makers, where na people within our parliament where they make laws, where na ministers of the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Social Welfare, the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs, we come together. Plus we own other civil society organizations, them journalists, and school picking them, teachers and diverse people, different people from diverse areas of life come together and give them more awareness as to why we for support this bill here. Let parliamentarians and support them for the betterment of Sierra Leone, because there is no bill that is as more better than which the first lady they push so for eradicate and for prohibit them. Let it be a law say child marriage for happiness Sierra Leone.
Okay.
And this child marriage in prohibition, or the early marriage thing where the first lady they push for letting tap now this country, and also they inside the heart of the Hands of Our Girls campaign.
Okay.
Remember, say the Hands of Our Girls, they talk about teenage pregnancy, for eradicate teenage pregnancy. Remember, say also inside the Hands of Our Girls, you talk about early marriage, for eradicate early marriage. But all them tears so no go be concrete. It not go be concrete in the point that even if the first lady after her husband in 10 or cease for be first lady, and people go say where is the Hands of Our Girls? Now when we bring laws, we go protect girl picking them not only for 5 years but now for everlasting, for every other year until the end of the world.
Okay,
we talk about for prohibit early marriage in a salon.
Okay, I want to ask this question. This bill will be a very new one because if my memory can serve me, the former first lady when Asia Nyamakoma said being the begets organization or group where they work on the same early child married for eradicate them. So on a for take them from there also a left or na a new one on a for start for work.
Well,
on.
this is a new bill.
Okay.
This is not a bill where the Ministry of Social Welfare, the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs, with the Office of the First Lady, the pioneer. Because the First Lady believes Sierra Leone we for reach at a point now where every girl picking forgets the opportunity for reach in full potential. You understand? We're not always something we talk say because for several years ago, what we done the in our radio stations where people they talk about end child marriage, end early marriage, teenage pregnancy for stop. But there has not been a law where they prohibit early marriage. So even if you talk and you put them up the roof, you go up the sky, always the advocate say end child marriage, end teenage pregnancy, pull common child marriage. If the legislative arm of government, when a parliament, not put a law where they prohibit them, believe me, you are just making mountains out of molehills. So the First Lady believes there should be a law, and that is why the Office of the First Lady and all their line ministries there so don't come together now for position a bill in a parliament. So we parliamentarians we are lawmakers in this country where we send a parliament for represent with constituencies, for represent with districts, where then self gets girl picking and say this is not a political fight. This is not about the First Lady, this is not about the Minister of Social Welfare, this is not about the Minister of Gender and Children's Affairs, or this is not even about President Bio. This is about the future of Sierra Leone and the safety of girl picking them. Because if you want for let we get girl picking away go be tomorrow more like the first female president that we will get in Sierra Leone or women that we go take from within Fatima Madabio they do, we have to begin with our laws where they give the girl picking and the safe space where they require and the safe space where they deserve. So the First Lady they champion this with support from all the ministries and stakeholders them for let we get a law where go talk say if you come back give you picking we not reach the age of 18 or that consent stage for decide say me I don't reach for go married, I don't ready for married, you send them off to early marriage. The law go hold you and you go hold it triangle one.
Okay, continue for the inside the program. The program now we on Salone and they come to you from Rise Radio 96.3 FM 627 at the time from the studio clock and the program they continue. Still get inside the studio, so that Jallo will come out from the office of the First Lady as they can talk, but the early child married bill where they try for work on so that it go past the parliament for eradicate child marriage. Also, la come to you. Then we can look at how far on a don't go for work on this particular bill soon.
Okay, so like I say, last week Friday, the First Lady began a consultative meeting or an engagement with, members of parliament, school picking them when a girl picking them when they go to school, including boys in school, teachers from various schools, including parents as well. And we get engagements with different actors within the political space in Salone. And you also get civil society, journalists, and different other people. The meeting, the consultative engagement was to talk to the people that this is what he wants for, this is what she's doing, and he wants the support. Because, for let's take a bill in a parliament, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of sensitization on the relevance and the importance of that. You get for make the people aware. Then you also get for work with the parliamentarians because not then get for vote for the bill or not then get for say no, we don't agree for this bill. So over time, if you don't get engagement with them, people are also because they are the people where they do the laws of this country. So the engagement was fruitful. You see members of parliament from both sides of the political coin. You get from the SLPP, you get from the APC, you get from other political parties in parliament. And the most unique and amazing thing is that everybody present, including the one themselves will not be present, are ready to support this bill.
So how long it for take this process get for take?
Well, this is something we will not go taper in our country.
Okay.
This is because this is something we get for do with development of picking them and woman them. It is about giving dignity. The First Lady is so passionate and concerned for give dignity, for return dignity to girl picking and woman them. Because if then tears so don't they happen in a society in a country for many a time, it don't whip off who girl pikin respect and dignity in a society. So girl pikin is ever say reach 13 years old, we begin think they visit, oh, they can't give me to married. So then dignity the way we don't come out, that respect, that pride is what she wants to return back to society, especially with girls and women in our community. So it is not a process we go for take a long time. This process on causes that they talk to you, so consultation is engagement is ongoing, the bill is there, and it's not going to be a long process, because even with parliamentarians, they're ready for this. They are ready to support this, because it is not political, it is not in any way of any form of politics. It is about the development of women and girl pikin. You go imagine how Salone go dey when automatically we get a law where they prohibit pikin them for like parents or guardians that they send pikin them will not reach the age for married, put them to married. There is a law, and when that law go come, you can find out, so we'll not go carry again a radio for talk, say let people and left teenage pregnancy, early marriage. We will begin to talk about other issues now where they affect girl pikin and woman them.
All right, so let's look at the spirit of this law. Who that really looking for target? Is it the parents them where they really pick them to the man them at early age, or the man them or any other person who come up for go married, even sometimes in the community? What not the spirit really, like how they looking for, best people them?
So first of all, this is about prohibiting, for make it not happen, for ban them totally. Let it not ever occur. Let everybody take responsibility. Say, girl picking will not reach the age, whether you're not the direct parent, whether you're not guardian, whether you're not relative, or whether you adopt that picking day. As long as you not reach that age day for letting go na marry those without in consent, you not reach that stage day, automatically you know for do that day. So it is first of all going to make it clear. The law they make it clear. It is going to, for prohibit and say enough will happen, and when it happen, there are consequences we go for that, because already there is a law. I'm not going to tell you how the law go for the like now, because we are at the penultimate stage. I'm not going to tell you how, the law, but when once parliament, when at the legislative arm of government, we get the power for make law in this country, pass that and becomes a bill and becomes a law, automatically we're not going to talk about teenage early marriage again. Because I tell you what, all this what the First Lady they do, not a new thing. It is all embedded in the Hands of Our Girls campaign. Remember, I say the Hands of Our Girls gets a lot of thematic areas, one of which now child marriage, for discourage them, for letting it not happen. And the First Lady down there around this country, in every part of this country, they talk about like kumbra they left for give them picking into married. Where then they go school, picking for go school. But she can say it and then go listen. But if back up with law, then even when she's gone as First Lady, I mean, you will not go talk about legacies. We go say, of course, the First Lady be there and talk about, but there is no law. But now she's bringing the law into what she has been saying. So it go prohibit them, and parents, then guardian or whoever, not go even attempt them for girl picking to marry. Where reach that age day for consent. Say me, I don't reach 18, I don't ready for going to marry those.
So like other laws that we go for those picking them, this law goes also go with the notion that even if the picking consents, say, okay, I'm married, for the fact they still not reach 18 age, for example, the parents still will get right for them to that Monday.
Well, I not ever see a situation where picking not reach 18 age, say I'm married. I know ever. I don't know, but I think we not get situation like that. We picking not reach 18 age, and say, Mama, me, I want to send me na my dose. I mean, in most cases, now the people they say, well, we put in a maridos because and say you don't go school, this, would say
and I also talk about circumstances where, for example, they picking by some means don't get belly now, and sometimes for some families, then say, okay, before you come born, let we get onto the man already, then kind of thing then there as well.
So this law is also part of what we call protecting the child right, the girl child, because if we get a law, we prohibit all lengthening in the I think we know we get situations we go call like how did they occur. Like you say, yes, we still get challenges of teenage pregnancy. We no go the First Lady no go totally fix all of this in one go. It has to be gradually. The Hands of Our Girls it don't come for the past 5 years. We don't see the gains. And this thing where the First Lady they push this bill to Parliament. Now, part of the good results of the Hands of Our Girls. And of course, there is also challenges when you talk about teenage pregnancy. Beginners still get challenges where we get belly. There is also provisions for put down the in the same way how the first lady tackled teenage pregnancy till early marriage.
So why the emphasis not be laid proper, perhaps, if I have to put if you could permit me, in the hands of our girls, for instance, in a way that they're not going to get impregnated and leading them perhaps to early marriage, or talk less of them engaging in anything marital, in fact?
So the hands of our girls not ever pay less emphasis or minimum emphasis on teenage pregnancy. In fact, the first lady is very, very concerned about the way how some girl picking in some communities, they get pregnant before they even reach the age of 18, or unwanted pregnancy, especially in them provincial communities, including inside even the capital of Sierra Leone, they happen. She's very, very concerned, and around the clock, every other time, she's mapping out strategies. They work with the necessary sectors, the line ministries, talk about the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs, talk about social welfare, and all other body where they in charge of girl picking or picking business in this country. For ensure, say it is a concerted effort. Not to say now one person do them. You consultative meeting and this you see all the ministries the way they in charge come together for support the first lady, because this is not just for the first lady, it is about Sierra Leone. So the hands of our girls not pay less premium on teenage pregnancy. In fact, as I talk to you, so I mean the first lady, they do a lot of things around teenage pregnancy for ensure say it's also become a thing of the past. You know, say most times we picking the age of we not reach that matured stage it where they get belly. We not reach it that mature stage where they get early pregnancy. At the end, 9 can lead to fistula, 9 can lead to plenty sickness. In that aspect of taking care of them picking and they, as I talk to you, so the first lady supports girl picking in this country through Rainbow Initiative and other centers them when are victims of the NTR we call fistula and other things them. And not to only for support them, but also they construct an ultra modern hospital where if completed get for be the biggest na Salone and one of the best na West Africa. We get center, we go for do it all them cases there so tackling the issue of teenage pregnancy, it has to be gradual until we reach like how they reach with the issue of early marriage. So it is a process.
Okay, continue for the inside the program name now, so that it and he come out from the First Lady office. The program now we on Salone and they come to you from Rise Radio 96.3 FM 647 at the time from the studio clock, and the program they continue.
Remember, say you get a chance for the voice now the program by way I can message with through the number 077963963077. 963. Also, don't be joined now in the studio by Joy Precious Bao, we na a barista and solicitor with 2 years experience, and same way so right now currently well attached now the AR Kamara co-solicitors and self-now proud member according to of the Bar Association. So Precious, we understand the vying for the position of the assistant treasurer now the Bar Association. But let's get a bit more about Precious, who I'm going in for this position. So
hello everybody. Like the commentator rightly say, I am Joy Precious Bayo, and a young lawyer, as how a lot of people them go say, because of the years of experience where I don't get. And a business owner as well, and I like couple. So the role of the treasury, obviously, I believe say it well suits me. I don't play with money since college days, going to Phoebe College elections. But then in elections we then be get for council, come to Sierra Leone Law School where I be also then at the student executive body, and now I dey try for vie for this position na the Sierra Leone Bar. We are one of the oldest, I would say, na the sub-Saharan Africa.
Tell me how you've done the fair on with the positions that you've done the whole before now. I remember, I think you don't mention about involving in politics now, campus sometimes back and some other places. Let's look at how you've done the thrive from there here and there.
Personally, me a person where I like people and are able to relate to people easily, devoid of which political party you belong to or your ethnic background. I really they relate to everybody. So back in college, I run for financial sector. Like I don't say, me not possible. I like for play with money and I like for see money they go outside is supposed for go. So for student welfare, especially when it comes to the law society, we will be realize say a lot of things and they will need for be done then and I end up for pioneer cleaning activities with pioneer, a lot of other things, installation of ACs as well. during my campaign. Down to Salone Law School, I do the same thing involving student welfare a lot, try for raise funds for people and we go get issues, then we result get for result and sick or maybe death because we get 2 colleagues them we unfortunately be lost in life. May God rest their souls them get for raise funds for the family. So are very good with their areas them they, especially when it comes to relating to students and then membership. And me a business owner as well, and that business they very successful. A lot of people in Noblesse Legal Regalia, we also there into gifting as well. So I've been in the business for a long time.
Okay, what it really takes for one for be very much effective for manage the affairs, the financial affairs, particularly so of an association or an organization like the one already vying for so we in a whole bar association. What it takes for somebody for be effective for manage the money?
It takes somebody we get we accountable. It takes somebody we get integrity. Like my mama can say, it also takes somebody we get the fear of God, afraid God. Because at the end of the day, we they look at this profession as a noble profession, and you need people with ethics, we're very principled, then they flop anything, and somebody we content with what they get. And I believe Semina all them qualities in there.
Okay, let's look at the bar association. How much you know about the bar association? Being that they came about 2 years according to you.
Well, that is very much correct. But I come at a time where we realize the bar not to some place where a little bit pleasant for, especially young lawyers them where they come up. Before now, obviously I don't follow activities of the bar. And the bar now one place where I be always eager to say, what's on lawyer, at least I will able to get the one there for look up to. But unfortunately, when me called to bar, because me called to bar January 2022. In fact, that year they will be get like 2 series of people and we set them will be come on board like we be called to bar November self will be get another set. So the banner place where we for look up to say that they talk for we, And if you watch with slogan, I they run under Madam Wara say Kamal and we slogan your voice, your bar. The bar don't lost in voice for a long time. We they see issues them we get for deal with them welfare, we they get colleagues them we they get arrested. In fact, even today, we just come CID, we will get another colleague we arrested. So if we get a vibrant bar, you they see say then issues there so. Not to say they not go happen, no, but the bar not go be the last person for talk on their issues that will directly affect a members them. So these are things that we realize say don't they happen. When me personally realize say don't they happen. And this night time for we step up and do the needful.
Okay, before we actually left you and come back to you later, what's that a special thing we don't see in terms of the money aspect of the bar association? We make you really want for can put and something can make that thing better.
The bar association now the oldest like I say in the sub-Sahara Africa. The oldest and not even proud for get a secretariat of its own. That is one vital thing. How you go there, you say you're not old, you're not mammy pan this thing, and then you not even get to your office where you call your own. I mean, the past executive, not of this current one, the one before, they don't try for secure property land, but nothing all the day. In fact, I may understand say people they don't begin to use the property safe. We're not supposed to be that way. So these are some of the issues them where I don't see. Equally, so the welfare of the membership. Everybody knows say everybody get this notion say as you turn lawyer so you get money, but honestly that is not true. And being a young lawyer, I even understand them better the struggles and way some of we colleagues in the face at the bar. So if you get somebody very vibrant and know how to control resources, somebody way accountable, somebody way afraid God, then a lot of the issues there with regards to welfare and the structural problems they will face can able to be solved.
All right, so we'll come back to my name now, Precious, and they actually vying for the position of assistant treasurer for the Salone Bar Association. The election will happen inside May. Continue to follow the program. Now we on Salone. They come to you from Riseradiosl 96.3 FM. 7 o'clock now the time now. In case you just joined me, remember say listen to the program we on Salone where they come to you from Rise Radio 96.3 FM, and so if you get we live now Facebook page at Rise Radio SL 96.3 FM with support from Africell. Inside the program this evening time, we talk to Precious Bayo where they contest for the position of assistant treasurer at the Salone Bar Association. The election where they come inside this May, and self we get Usu Dadida Jalo where they talk man for the office of the First Lady for Salone, as then they talk about the proposed prohibition of early child marriage bill. Now the program itself, the talk man for the National Disaster Management Agency don't talk about how the agency don't prepare for second rainy season where they can plus Lim Kokwe Creative University of Creative Technology don't hold their second graduation ceremony today. Then to get another one then day for you now the program. If you say fan for the voice, send you message to the number 0779639630 0779639630. We will bring the program come to you this evening time. My name is Musa by Sise.
And me, Namasa Nyanga, member CSF can be part of the program. Send a message to the number 077-963-963. The program, they continue. The program is still listened to. Now we on Salone and they come to you from Rise Radio 96.3 FM. Member CSF can be part of the program. Send a message to the number 077-963-963. Joyla come to you. Now tell family where they listen, waiting urge you, waiting make you decide for contest for this particular position, not the Bar Association.
Honestly, before now, because of how I see the body, I not be like really interested. But even in their midst, they still find motivation. And when Madam Wara Seri Kamal, where they vie for president of the bar, come up say they stand. Within myself, I say, well, hope don't come for the bar, and that's alone a motivation for make myself say, okay, la hope on the wagon and then stand under Madam Wara Seri Kamal.
So this question maybe someone go say, or you go say like I don't take or I don't go personal. People don't rate this particular election as APC and SLPP, and safe people don't say Madam Wara they go as an APC candidate. So you say na an APC candidate?
Well, no. In fact, I don't even get party card.
Okay.
I just believe in the aspirations of Madam Wara, and I believe in them. The truth is, everybody get right for belong wherever he choose for belong. But the distinction is, usa your alliance lies. The distinction remains if this person, even though not APC or SLPP, can this person speak truth to power? And I believe say Madam Wara another kind of person there. I mean, in not get no government appointment. She does not work for the government. She's okay. So nobody no can tell her waiting for do.
So with all the challenges them we don't they talk say the bar don't they go through, if you win, whose difference you go make?
Difference go they in achieving the overall goal of we President Wina Madam Wara. First of all, we get 5 pillars them we they work on. 1, harnessing resources for welfare maximization. We also go build financial partnerships them, And then we get upholding accountability with quarterly financial updates, because these are all things, because mind you, I talked earlier, say we need leaders them way accountable, way they afraid God. So this one best suited for Dande.
So that should say the past leaders them way they're not accountable, they're not afraid God.
Well, I know they really strive for say that one day. I'm being very diplomatic, but I just say waiting we go do, because at the end of the day we pay, we dues them, and when you pay your dues as a member of a bar association, you're supposed to see directly outside their money that they go. They're supposed to reflect whether not in the welfare or in the structural organization of the association where you say you join, and so far they reflect.
So the program is still a listen. So now we're on Salone and they come to you from Rise Radio 96.3 FM. And members yourself can be part of the program. Send a message to the number 077-963-963. Also, before you can take the message and when you don't come inside the program, make a come to you. Waiting at some of the things, some of the critical things, or the one who go for the inside this particular bill. So.
All right. So first of all, I want to say, this bill, I want to re-emphasize and reiterate my point where I don't say earlier. This bill, not to just a bill for the First Lady of Sierra Leone, not to just a bill for the Minister of Social Welfare or the Minister of Gender and Children's Affairs. This bill, this when it comes to law, now for the protection of every girl picking, regardless of who's you dey, regardless of the economic status of your people, and regardless of the political identity of your parents them. This bill now for better put into action the Child Rights Act, and now for also ensure say girl picking them go to that space there where they go to reach their full potential. You know, Massa, and of course the people who they listen to we go agree say, one of the best thing we don't happen as Salone when you talk about gender issues, when you talk about the protection of women and girl picking them, now the emergence of the First Lady, Dr. Fatima Madabio. Because like Massa, you said no, like all entire will be the talk today. This way advocacy. Can a radio, go na social media, go na community talk say, you know, for stop teenage marriage or early marriage. Then they everybody be the talker. Organizations they will be deal with girl picking business every day. They make sensitization. It has always been a sensitizing thing. But the First Lady of Salone no say we will not have a solution. We need a permanent fix. And how would they get a permanent fix to them problems there? Now we rally around the legislative arm of government, we in a parliament, for let them put laws where they even protect girl picking in the more. Because if we not get laws in our country where they protect girl picking them, we go always talk about waiting they go gain, waiting they go benefit, but without having laws where they protect them from whatever we go disadvantage them tomorrow. So this is part of our excellency stride. I tell you, say the First Lady herself was a victim of this problem. So in take him upon himself say, it is not good. And no kumbra, no matter the circumstance or the financial status of your home, for give girl picking when you reach that age day to marry. It is a crime. In fact, now the worst form of child torture than they. For like take 13 years old picking or 16 years old picking, send and marry those. For them go be a mother and go be a wife for take care of somebody who is 50, who is 60. This they happen. You not go see the prevalence of this na the cities like Freetown, but go na the provincial areas. Go na the end parts of Salone. People take this as a practice. So the First Lady said no. Let us not only talk about this. Let not only they go to the United Nations or go to other countries in the world and talk about teenage or early marriage. Let me also bring to law. Let us bring our legislative arm of government to action for let them put laws where they ensure say them prohibit them. So this is what the First Lady is fighting for. Not to just for you picking them or your relative, because however, any kind of way, all of us now say alone, we are, if not directly, but indirectly affected by what they call early marriage.
Okay, let we look at some of the message and we don't come inside the program. This one, they say, waiting go happen to Kumbra, where goes gi in Pekin to early married after we then go don't pass this lawyer, so or self to the man, we go one for come married, the Pekin, and they come out from Mariatuna Aberdeen, from Isatuna Wilkinson Road, they say, deal with the big this particular lawyer, so it go find and make una sensitize the one them where they na the provinces, because most times then cases then they na they more than can come out. You see, I not say no the happen na the CTO, but the province is more. This one from Mohammed Sef, the same. Plenty thank you to the First Lady of Salone. We don't see Osai, it don't bring calm the answer for girls and safe don't make small mark na the country. We hope say this early child married safe good too in Yone. When safe the one them way they give them picking them for married at an early age, due with the big una they picking them now with future. This other one from Joseph, they say congratulations in advance to the one them we get for win during this bar association the election, but do with a big once a difference this time around. We don't see elections and they come people and they win, but nothing no they happen. Yesterday self we be getting at the studio one guest we can talk say in the contest for be president, and today we don't get somebody where they can contest for be assistant treasurer, but with a big deal where anybody win let the bar association in story change, because on all the grumble for one thing. This other one they say This time around, the Bar Association election, we not want to make una politicize una left let it go free and fair. This person not send a name, and this other one from Mariama, they say, First Lady and in team, do ya una try work on this lawyer so Ali married Boko na the country, in as much as people them been done the first before for say it not happen again, but we still they see it happen at them small corner them. The last one for now we would take they say the Bar Association election don't look politicized, so dear with the big we need free and fairness day, and we want to see the right person take the right position. Make we take the message and day for now and go see if we will take another one. La come to you, Precious.
Well, I will start off with the last one. I know say this by-election, they don't become like almost a national thing, because everybody seems to be very interested in how this election they go. But I want for assure say, Sierra Leoneans didn't say, this election will be one of difference, because we they go there, because the elections will be in Kenema, by the way. We they go there for go cast, we vote them in a very peaceful manner. Because as lawyers now, we supposed to set the pace for even the ordinary man, for sure, so we get respect for the laws them, who would tend to say, now we did before pan. So I want for assure Sierra Leoneans to say at the end of the day, we will get a credible and fair elections, because we they go there with an open mind for vote. And we lead our way, they go vote for winner Madam Wara. We believe in say when the elections, because I always tell people elections come and go. At the end of the day, we they remain colleagues them at the bar. You know, go on for see during campaign time, you don't bug your company, and then at the end of the day, you know, even able to watch them in your face. So these are some of the things and ways some of we, like me, we sit down and they preach against.
So that's where me come to the question, because as you say, election come and go, and we don't see tension inside this particular election presently, and how the campaign or how the messages them don't they go, don't they fly, how far we go careful see this election, and say after the election, the person we go for will win, how it go work with in campaign, how far we don't they do this particular thing, yeah.
For me, I am willing to work with anybody we emerge as the winner, even if me we then I also lose. Because at the end of the day, now one green bar association now we get, and a one green profession, some of we get, we now being a lawyer. And if we write that they're not protected as a lawyer, how much more we will protect rights of the ordinary Sierra Leoneans them? So these are all issues where whoever it is we will get for win, at the end of the day, go get for come together with the one they we lost and then make them up. I'll tell you earlier we be then a CID, and all three the candidates them, the presidential candidates them, then be there. So politicians, you see, then go Canada, and then everybody they hit here and there, but behind closed doors, they are very good friends.
And
so why can't we?
And they all they communicate fine.
Exactly.
Even through this process.
Yes, we were there at CID. I was also there. Myself be there earlier on with they arrest £1, we colleague lawyer, you know. They already Mara be there, Tumajabi be there, Warasef be there. They laugh about it.
Okay, let's come to you also. You don't listen to the message and we don't come inside the program.
So we'll get few messages we come in, and I want for first of all tell thank you to the one that we send messages where they tell thank you to the efforts where the First Lady don't put us alone. And of course I also want to respond to one or two we come. Somebody say waiting go happen to comrade or demand the way go and come married small picking them. This na a bill where they go na parliament. And now we members of parliament, we get the mandate and the power for make law go pass this na parliament and automatically make them become how we want them to be. But what you go on for say and that you know, this for be we collective effort na Salone. I see no reason why somebody go don't get 40 years, go don't go 30 years or 60 years as the case may be. Go one can down for married small picky we not even reach the age of 18. Why you go on for do that day? I mean, the interesting part is even the man themselves we go on with the married and small picky there and then communities. They not go want for let them marry and picking there at that age day. That is the fact. So why you go on? It's about you taking the like what the Bible say, love your neighbor as you love yourself, right? Because if you love good for yourself, you know what, you even imagine for give you picking to marry at age of 12 or 13, but yes, still you want to marry other people in Pekin because that family poor, you want for good. I mean, it should be our collective responsibility as Sierra Leonean. You Komra, when this become a law, not take I say because you didn't Kubula, you didn't that farthest turn at the country, when it's yourself, where social media not even enter it, where light self not the day. You go say, but I can still do it under. It hinder the future of you Pekin. Not trade you Pekin in future. We go better you tomorrow and better Salone. Simply because of somebody we come with one bag rest, go put you Pekin at us. We're not even able to take care of himself. So this is what the first lady is protecting, giving dignity and pride and respect to woman them and girl picking them. And somebody say, waiting go be the way forward for this law. It is already on course. Like I said, the first lady last week at a consultative meeting with stakeholders and state actors, parliamentarians, and other people. We are on it. The first lady is very, very much energized. In fact, she's every day around the clock for ensure say, you know, only be first lady na Salone for 10 years. But when he left as first lady, then laws there so we come during in 10 or the things that we in pioneer as laws them. Go be things that people go remember and for say, yeah, we get a first lady at some point in the history of Salone. Wait for insect today in Timap Tangawan, we make today na Salone. Na law say, you know, for even give you girl picking to marry. So if you give girl picking to married, you get consequences the way they face at the end of the day.
The program, we on Salone and they come to you from Rise Radio 96.3 FM, and members of ISF can be part of the program. Send a message to the number 077-963-963. Tem don't bet we inside the program. Like come to you, precious. Any message for family to listen to you?
This message now, especially for members of the bar, because at the end of the day now, they get for casting votes there, even though Sierra Leoneans themselves very, very interested in the outcome of the bar elections. I will encourage we all for be courteous to we colleagues them at the profession, both the one that we old for we at the profession and the one that we young. And I encourage we all for vote at the end of the day for Waraseri Kamal, because Waraseri Kamal now waiting the bar need at this material point in time. It don't prove her before, and I believe she can deliver. Now that make me safe the one under in bandwagon. I encourage all for go Kenema and then vote peacefully, and then we return with Waraseri Kamal as president of the Bar Association.
Okay.
Thank you.
Also.
Yes, so I want for continue for give assurance and hope on behalf of the First Lady of Sierra Leone. Say to all the Kumra them, we want the best for them picking them. We be done the pray for them get them girl picking the way go. The reason why it's more emphasis on girl picking it, because whenever say situation where they go say they pull boy pick you not reach 18 years, it's and say them go for some married. I don't think journalists would ever report that story there. But it's happening to girls. So the First Lady is committed. She's every day committed for ensuring in protect woman and girl picking them. Waiting they do so, not to politics, it is for the betterment of Salone. Now for let all other Kumbra them, no matter how you do, or no matter the political affiliation we get, you picking and get the kind of opportunities for land good book, like how the First Lady in picking and get them. Let you picking safe, able for go na society we free and safe. You not go wake up na money you answer the picking at school. You remember say no, they go rape them. You not go wake up na money you feel say you picking the school when they go, the road when they pass not safe. She's working around the clock. So now support them. This is not just for her, the First Lady. She's just leading this idea and pushing this, but it is for the betterment of Sierra Leone. So let everybody, you be journalist, be you trader, be you car rider, be you anybody, you get girl picking. If you not want girl picking, if you get relatives in a village when a girl picking, so let us win this.
Okay.
And this is a winnable fight. We can win it.
Okay, plenty thank you to you. We take time for joining me inside the studio, and Seth, plenty thank you to we two guests them inside the studio in name and also Dadida and at the Talkman and at the office of the First Lady as it day with you inside the studio for talk about the proposed prohibition of early child marriage. And Seth Joy Precious by our way the contest for be the assistant treasurer at the Sierra Leone Bar Association election will go take place inside May. Plenty thank you to now too. We wanna take on a time for joining we inside the studio and hope forget on again another time.
Well, now the program we on Salone go left you for today. Plenty thank you to you. We take it time for listening to the program. For self, you will watch we live on our Facebook page at Riseradiosl 96.3 FM with support from Afisel. Or if you be listening we on the internet as well on www.riseradio.sl. Plenty thank you to reporter that will make the news reach you now. We executive producer Nabi Marama Ba, Jonagaya and in team make you watch we live on our Facebook page and as well. One for tell special thank you to Brahman Mansarwegui technical support who will bring this edition of the program come to you. We on Salone. My name na Musa by Sise.
And Masa Nyanga, na my name. Listen to we English news at 8 o'clock and safe continue for listening to Rise Radio 96.3 FM. Till tomorrow, we will come with another edition of the program we on Salone. We say tata.